What if I told you that some things don't just survive chaos, they actually grow stronger because of it? That's the core idea behind one of the most powerful books of our time, Antifragile, Things That Gain from Disorder by Nassim Nicholas Taleb. It's not just a book, it's a way of seeing the world, a mindset that flips our usual thinking upside down. We all know what fragile means, right? Something fragile breaks easily, like glass. We also know what robust means. Something strong, like steel. But Taleb says there's something beyond robust, something better. He calls it anti-fragile. Fragile things break when stressed. Robust things resist stress. But anti-fragile things, they get stronger from stress. Think of your muscles. When you lift weights, you're actually damaging them slightly. And yet, they rebuild themselves stronger than before. That's anti-fragility in action. Taleb gives countless examples of this idea, from biology and economics to history and personal life. He says nature itself is anti-fragile. Our bodies heal from wounds. Species evolve after challenges. Markets correct themselves after crashes. It's not chaos that destroys life. It's too much safety, too much control, and too little uncertainty. So what makes something anti-fragile? Taleb explains it using a metaphor, the Hydra from Greek mythology. When one head is cut off, two more grow in its place. That's the essence of anti-fragility, benefiting from harm. Fragility hates randomness. Anti-fragility loves it. Now think about our modern world. We've built systems that are fragile in disguise. We chase efficiency, optimization, and stability. But when a crisis hits, these systems shatter. Financial markets crash, supply chains collapse, societies panic. Because we've built them to be perfect, not resilient. And perfect things don't bend, they break. So how can we as individuals become anti-fragile? Taleb gives us a few principles. Let's explore them one by one. First, seek volatility instead of avoiding it. That doesn't mean chasing chaos blindly. It means embracing small doses of stress to prevent big disasters later, like taking small financial risks instead of one huge bet, or pushing yourself a little every day instead of living too comfortably until you break. In Taleb's words, wind extinguishes a candle, but energizes a fire. Be the fire. Second, avoid what Taleb calls the risk of ruin. If something can end you completely, don't play that game. It's not worth the thrill. In other words, take risks that hurt, but never those that kill. A business can handle small losses every week, but not one bankruptcy. Your health can take a bad day, but not a total collapse. Anti-fragile people design their lives so they can fall, but always get back up. Third, the barbell strategy. Imagine holding a barbell. One side is ultra-safe, the other is highly risky. Taleb says, combine both. Keep most of your resources in safety and put a small part into high-risk, high-reward ventures. That way, no matter what happens, you either stay safe or gain big from volatility. This applies to money, to careers, and even to personal growth. Fourth, via negativa, which means through subtraction. Taleb says adding doesn't always make things better. Often, removing does. Remove bad habits. Remove toxic people. Remove debt. Remove noise. The less fragile parts remain, and you naturally become stronger. Just like pruning a tree, you cut some branches and it grows healthier. Fifth, favor small systems. Big things break hard. Small things bounce back. A small business can adapt faster than a giant corporation. A small community recovers quicker than a massive city. Even your personal goals work best when small and flexible. Because the smaller you are, the more room you have to change direction when life surprises you. One of the most beautiful ideas in Anti-Fragile is how it connects philosophy, science, and life. Taleb says humans are obsessed with control. We want to predict the future. We want to remove randomness. We want to feel safe. But in doing that, we actually make ourselves weaker. Because life is randomness, it's noise, it's mistakes, it's failure, and that's what helps us grow. Think about children. If they grow up in overly safe environments, they don't learn to fall, and when they finally do, they shatter. But kids who play, fall, get dirty, and recover, they grow stronger. That's anti-fragility. Taleb also criticizes our addiction to prediction. We try to forecast the economy, the weather, the future, as if we can outsmart uncertainty. But he reminds us, we can't. The better approach is to build systems that don't depend on perfect predictions. Systems that can handle surprises and even benefit from them. Anti-fragility is not just for philosophers or economists. It's for you, for me, for anyone living in this unpredictable world. When you lose a job, can you bounce back stronger? When your plan fails, can you adapt and grow? That's anti-fragility in real life. Taleb ends his book with a profound truth. He says, some things benefit from shocks. They thrive and grow when exposed to volatility, randomness, and disorder. He's not just talking about systems, he's talking about souls. Our lives gain meaning not from avoiding struggle, but from dancing with it. So the next time life gets messy, don't panic. Don't resist the storm. Let it shape you. Let it teach you. Let it make you anti-fragile. Because in a world full of fragility, your greatest strength might just be your ability to grow through chaos. If you found this perspective powerful, you'll love diving into Taleb's Antifragile yourself. It's dense, deep, and sometimes complex, but every page opens your mind a little more. Thanks for watching. And remember, don't just survive the shocks of life, gain from them.